Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Pisces, this is going to be your Mercury retrograde reading. Your Neptune in retrograde reading. Geez, but Mercury is retrograde and it's causing me all sorts of communication issues, so bear with me. So Neptune went retrograde on June 23rd and will be there until November 28th. So this is a time to reevaluate our beliefs, our spirituality, our approach to intuition, the unconscious realm of emotion, memory, and past hurts. It can be a time where we internalize our fears and anxieties by stripping away illusions, dreams, and false realities that have clouded our vision. The destruction of our fantasy world will show us the harsh realities we've sought to avoid, and the more elaborate the illusion or the more extreme our methods of escape, whether that's TV, sex, addictions, so addictions to gambling, porn, drugs, alcohol, the bigger the shock to the system. Maybe you've kidded yourself about true love, your financial situation, or career prospects. The realization has always been there in your higher self or pineal gland, as represented by Neptune. So every Neptune retrograde period coincides with purges and upgrades to the crown chakra. And that's why I have this amethyst out to really assist us through this reading with these energies. And Neptune retrograde can show us the source of pain from which we're trying to escape. So this is the time to clear your energy, shield and protect yourself, and to really focus on your spiritual development. All right, Pisces, I'm using the Angelarium deck. It's an oracle deck to pull an overall message for us. A reminder that if you like what you guys see, or if you like any of the decks that I'm using, I have them listed in the description box with links in the order of appearance. Okay, so you guys got Yesod. I'm going to read from the book. These messages are very powerful and I don't want you to miss anything. So this is about the root, okay? So, connection, the ninth emanation, the foundation that supports the world and forms the gateway between the spiritual and the physical. Yesod is the medium through which we experience the tree of life. Upon his shoulders rests the sky, and all that lies beyond it runs through his fingers. We stand at this doorway and peer through, seeking answers to our nature. Through the indigo orb, a gateway appears. As a single column again, the flow of energy through the tree only moves downward. Yesod is the last stop before moving into the fully physical realm. He is the looking glass through which we examine ourselves, right? This Neptunian energy, which is Piscean energy about self-examination. His energy is found in new life, speech, and a doorway. Wow, Pisces. All right, self-examination. Also, the root, for those of you who do energy work, working with your root chakra is going to be important during this retrograde season. And my cards don't want to shuffle. What's going on? All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to call in spirit, angels, ancestors. Sorry, guys. There's something weird going on in here. Yep, because there's some little cards down below. Sorry. Apparently, I'm just a mess for this reading. Uh-oh. Sorry, Pisces. Let's go ahead. Let's see what that was. It was a lady. Feminine energy. All right, let's try this again. Let's call in spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for Pisces during Neptune retrograde. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, any placement, and cross watchers are welcome. Guys, I would restart the video normally, but in Mercury retrograde, it won't really matter. It'll just be some other snafu. So I hope you guys just bear with me here. King of Swords in reverse. The Hermit. King of Wands, Three of Swords. Oh, Pisces, what is going on here? Well, you're stepping into your power, that's for sure. Wow. All right. Divine timing is at work here, you guys. So that is going to be, that has a lot to do with some of your difficulties. Okay. Your overall energy is the Magician. This is Mercurial energy. So we can see how much Mercury retrograde has already been affecting this reading. It's a little bit messy. I feel like a lot of my Pisces out there, this might be the energy that you're sitting in, that you feel yourselves, either at the time of this reading or, you know, when you're listening to this reading. The Magician is this beautiful card with the figure 8 above him, which talks about spiritual ascension or growth, mastery. The Magician is no more powerful than you or I, but he believes in his power, and believing in his magic makes it that much more real. This is a reminder, Pisces, that you have the ability to change your life, your relationships, and that which you receive. You can do that by changing your perception, changing your thoughts, changing your words. Okay? And that's the energy, that's the magical energy of the Magician. Now, Pisces, you guys are coming out as the King of Swords in reverse. This is about your integrity. This is about your authenticity. So normally I would read, this is this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And normally, you know, when the Knight of Swords comes out, it can represent an ex. So for some of you, you could be analyzing your life after a breakup, whether it was recent or whether it was, you know, whether it was lifetimes ago. The King of Swords is oftentimes, you know, he's billed as a narcissist, as abusive mentally and physically. But I'm not picking up on this. As your energy, I'm picking up on you not being authentic and not standing in your integrity. Now, before you get angry with me, this is about being in a job or a relationship that's toxic. This is about doing something that's not for your highest good, or living up to other people's expectations but not your own. And that's what this Neptune in retrograde period is about, shattering these illusions. Why are you doing what you are doing? So take a look at something or someone in your life that isn't for your highest good, and are you making excuses to keep them there, and why? Or is it a narrative? Is it something that you tell yourself, Pisces? Is it looking through, you know, looking at a person or at a situation with rose-colored glasses and failing to see the harm that's actually being done, right? Or is it the other way around? Is it looking at everything through a negative lens and anchoring yourself in a disempowering energy and saying, I'm not good enough, or I'm not worthy of this, or, you know, nothing ever goes my way, okay? So that's the energy I'm kind of picking up here. What's beautiful is you're supported by this energy of this Virgo energy of the Hermit, about self-discovery, of shining the light on those things. Neptune in retrograde and Neptune in Pisces in general, Neptune is going to really, it's going to be easier for you guys. You guys are going to, you're going to find this journey easier than most, because this is your energy. And you're being divinely supported in finding out, discovering things about yourself and your life and your relationships and, you know, the people in your life and the energies around you and your abilities. Remember, the crown chakra is getting a major upgrade here, and that's beautiful. But you may have to do it on your own. You know, the Hermit works alone. The King of Wands energy that's blocking you, it could be a person, it could be a fire sign, or somebody exhibiting qualities of Leo, Aries, Sag. It could be an aspect of yourself. The King of Wands could be a boss. It could be somebody that controls your finances. It could be an aspect of yourself that, you know, the King of Wands is committed. The King of Wands is an adventurer. He's a diplomat. He's all about business. He's all about getting stuff done. But as a block, what I'm seeing here is during retrograde, so Neptune in retrograde, which takes us all the way through November, and then Mercury, Mercury in retrograde takes us to the 12th of July, I believe. The King of Wands energy is all about action and results and doing, and he doesn't want to pay attention to details. And what I'm getting here is that you have to pay attention to details, especially with retrograde, especially if you're signing documents, if you're starting new relationships, whether they're business relationships, friendships, whatever. Marriages, contracts, and that sort of thing aren't usually recommended during retrograde season, okay? So again, there's a need for you, even though I feel like you're passionate about starting this brand new journey, Pisces, you're being blocked because now's not the time to get the results. There's some sort of healing that needs to take place. And it's interesting because the Ace of Wands in reverse, I told you when I was pulling these cards, this is saying that divine timing is at work. So you may want to push something through faster than Spirit is going to allow, or the universe is going to allow, because it's not for your highest good. In the foundation of this situation, you have the Three of Swords. That's air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is heartbreak. This is sadness. You need to get to the heart of the pain, and you need to see what illusions, okay, what illusions that you've been holding on to and that need to be shattered. Okay, so we need to figure out what is the true source, the heart of the pain from which you're trying to escape, Pisces. Okay, and it looks like you've been getting away with it for a while, or somebody has. So again, maybe you're looking at a person or a situation and you were apologetic, or you were making excuses for why they treat you that way, or with inequality, or why you were letting someone get away with something, or was it you that was getting away with not confronting this issue? Seven of Swords, this is Moon and Aquarius energy. This is somebody who's taking time, energy, love, money, and resources from you. But what's coming in is the work that you're going to be doing throughout this Neptune and retrograde period is the Emperor. The Emperor is taking a stand. He's setting his boundaries. He's this lower chakra energy. I would associate him more with sort of solar plexus energy, but also root chakra foundation. These are my rules. These are my boundaries. This is what I allow and what I don't allow into my life. Yesterday, I was reading about somebody saying, I used to feel like I was susceptible to attacks, psychic attacks, verbal attacks, emotional attacks, what have you, until I shifted my energy, until I realized the power that I have to allow or disallow, to take on or to walk away from people and energy, that you have the power. And that's what's coming into you. That's what this crown chakra purge and upgrade is, but this is what you're purging. What's coming to you is the Ace of Wands. It's still a good sign. The Ace of Wands is a yes, a big yes from the universe. But the Ace of Wands is a yes, but not right now. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead, and I do apologize about the interruptions, you guys. But I am going to, I'm going to pull some additional cards for you to see what else comes out for my dear fish. And for some of you, I'm just, the Magician keeps drawing my eye. Some of you, this Mercury retrograde period, it's after that. It's when Mercury goes direct, where you're really going to you're going to really discover your power. Okay, you get Maximus. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? Yeah, you need to heal yourself first. You need to shatter these illusions. You need to make sure that, Pisces, you are okay before you start focusing on anybody else. And this King of Wands, he always does that. He's okay. He makes sure he's okay. He sets his boundaries. King of Wands and the Emperor in the same reading, Pisces, is pretty major stuff. That's about really setting your boundaries, self-preservation. All right, and then you get feel loved and proud. 19 breaks down to a 10, the completion of a cycle. And then this is Spirit just saying, Pisces, you are loved. Feel proud of everything that you've done. Somebody may have been making you feel less than. Okay, and that's no longer acceptable. And that may be something that you internalized and started to believe yourself. Okay, that's not for all of you, but some of you. Hey, it happens to all of us. All right. Especially if we're in any sort of toxic relationship. Okay, especially when we're in a relationship where somebody is making, is constantly telling us or picking on us or picking us apart instead of building us up. And then you have to see, is that an aspect of yourself? And is that something that goes back to your childhood? Because these issues might run deeper than that. They might run back to, you know, how you learned about love and relationships from your parents. Family and tribe, exactly. So a lot of you, this does go back to how you were treated as a child. Interestingly enough, I was listening to an astrologer, and she was saying, you know, oftentimes when we're children, you know, we don't have that perception of what's going on with our parents. And our parents may have been unhappy at work or in their relationships or with themselves. And that translated into maybe not getting enough love or not getting enough praise. And that's something that we in turn internalize. So Pisces, I think for some of you, you have to go back, you know, that far. Then you get say what you mean. This is beautiful because this echoes that King of Swords energy, being truthful. First, you have to be truthful to yourself, and then you have to start setting your boundaries and telling people like it is, Pisces. No more of this, you know, ignoring the issue or escaping or deciding, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. No, you're no longer supported in escapism here. Okay, and if I sound like I'm wagging my finger at you, I don't mean it. Every one of these readings has these similar challenges because Neptune in retrograde is really asking us to shatter these illusions, to deal with the pain, like really get to the heart of what is causing us grief and not allowing us to live our happiest, most abundant, and most authentic life. Okay, so you get wine glass. So this is intimacy, this is success, this is something, you know, when do we drink wine? When we're celebrating weddings, birthdays, a nice dinner, friends and family, a romantic date. Also maybe when you get a raise, going out for that drink after work. It's a good sign. Look at that. And a baby. Wow. Some of you guys are having a baby. That's number 9. And number 18 is also breaking down to a 9. So for some of you with this family and tribe, some of you guys are finding out that you're pregnant or your partner is pregnant. For others of you, this is figurative. This is something that you have birthed. Some of you guys are going through this Neptune retrograde period. It's what we call a birthquake. All right, I love that term. It's birthing the new you, okay? So really sort of like tearing down all that doesn't work for you, the walls, the prison that we may have built for ourselves. Seeing the reality, stepping out and starting over. And guess what? That's liberating. That's the authentic you. Medicine. Number 8, healing. Exactly. Lots of healing needs to take place. This 3 of Swords, that's the foundation of this reading, of this relationship, of this conversation. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a final message. Final message for my Pisces out there. Spirit saying shuffle. All right, look at that. You get Pearl. She who rises up, empower, uplift, and elevate. Yes, so first of all, I just want you guys to remember we have, oh, look at this. We have this sort of heartbroken Page of Wands. Somebody who I think has been put down a lot, or who doesn't feel like they receive enough love or respect or recognition, or, you know, and again, a lot of this is bringing me back to childhood issues. Okay, bringing back to childhood issues, the way you were treated by your parent or your parents or your guardians. Okay, and then you recreating that within relationships and telling yourself and internalizing that and believing that to be true. But with this figure 8 symbol, this is your growth and your spiritual ascension. This is beautiful. You are empowering yourself, Pisces, by shattering these illusions, by healing this, by stepping out of this, off of this timeline where you're not good enough, or you're not strong enough, or where you're not confident enough, and making this huge change that brings you the abundance and the celebration and the new you and the healing, so then you can go on to help others. I love this energy for you guys. I absolutely love it. Feel loved and proud. You know, I feel like some of your parents maybe never told you they were proud of you. Maybe your partners don't tell you they're proud of you, or the people around you. But so now it's time to embrace it, because this message is really clear. Pisces, I'm so proud of you, and I love you. I love you so much. All right, family and tribe, I mean what I say. All right, so please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. Most of all, I want to say thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.